own effort, trusting in my own work. But man, thank you so much, God, for allowing this penny to be in my path, or this nickel, this dime, this quarter, this silver dollar. I don't know. I've never found a silver dollar on the ground. But anyway, God, if you want to just start some conversations with me with tons of silver dollars, I'm totally cool with that as well. But anyway, yeah, you get the idea. But I love that it's a story about a wealthy man, and that it did not diminish this man's character because he has wealth. That's that part of the story I love. I love the whole prompt. This is something that I think we could all adopt if we wanted to. I'm not saying you should, but me personally, I think I am choosing right now. I'm going to adopt this. And then there was one thing I did not like about this story, and I want to share it with you. There is a limiting belief that is written into the story. Now, obviously, I don't know if it certainly isn't the point of the story, but let me see if I can find here. Here's the limiting belief. Arlene knew she would never have the opportunity to indulge in this kind of extravagance again, so she was enjoying herself immensely. Let me read that to you again. Arlene knew she would never have the opportunity to indulge in this kind of extravagance again, so she was enjoying herself immensely. That line stuck out to me. Well, first of all, who's to say that her husband's boss would never host them and be a generous host, taking them out to fine restaurants ever again? So it's crazy to think that this opportunity that existed, who's to say this wealthy man wouldn't do this once a year, twice a year, once every few years? Who's to say who's to say that there wouldn't be another extremely wealthy person in their lives who would do something similar? This idea, it's not that Arlene thinking that this may never happen again. No, it states Arlene knew she would never have this opportunity to indulge in this kind of extravagance ever again. You know what? What about this? For some people, and it could have been for Arlene, what if for Arlene and her husband, it was this opportunity that was afforded to them that all of a sudden had them think, why couldn't we be the people who could offer this kind of experience to people down the road? Wow, what an incredible gift that was to us. What an incredible experience, that night out on the town, the restaurants we went, the just what an incredible experience. And and to think that this man was so generous, and he wasn't the McScrooge guy that I thought all rich people were. I wonder if it would be okay for us to pursue something similar, a similar lifestyle. Maybe it's not all that bad. Maybe being wealthy doesn't cause you to be an evil person, and maybe us pursuing wealth is something that we could do. But see, the story says that Arlene knew she would never. And when you know that you will never do something, you've actually turned that into your reality. A limiting belief, a belief, whatever you believe is possible or impossible, you're right. That's what Henry Ford is famous for saying. And I absolutely know this to be true. If you don't believe something is ever going to happen, you'll never take the effort and the chances and the risks that are associated with making that happen if in your heart you know it's never going to happen. Anyway, whole different avenue of the story, but this got me to thinking, and it's not my story. I didn't write it, but all I did was I saw this. By the way, Gina Lipsky, you added value to my life today. And do you know how this story added value to my life today? So much so, I wrote this story. I transcribed the story I just read to you into my journal, in my own handwriting, which I'll tell you a little bit more about that in just a second. But let me tell you, Gina, what did Gina do today? Let me tell you, all that Gina did was she saw that on Facebook, and let me go here to Regina Clarkin-Lipsky, and I'm going to pull up her Facebook feed, and let me just share with you all that Gina said. She hit share, and she said, "Love this message. I always pick up pennies, but now it has even more. It has an even more special meaning." Now, let me tell you, that's all that Gina did. But that story blessed me today.